We are Breaking Texas.
I told you I had a dope show lined up for you, and that is exactly what we have today, man. We sitting in the studio right now, man. I have one of the pause. I got one of the sexiest singers in the city with me, right? Let me put on my deep voice. Ladies, are you ready for the sounds and the stylistics of Cam Sinclair? What's up, man? I'm just messing around. H-Town, say what's up to Cam Sinclair.
Man, what it is, what it do, man. It's your boy Cam Sinclair coming straight up out that Southwest of H-Town. We in here with Breaking Texas. You already know what it is.
Man, I appreciate you for coming to hang out with us, man. This is actually your first time at Breaking Texas, huh?
Yeah, man. It's my first time.
That is crazy. Well, let's let the people get to know you, man. Tell them where they can find you at on social media. Tell them where all your music is at, what they need to search, what platforms, the whole nine.
The whole nine. All right. Y'all can check me out on Instagram at official Cam Sinclair. Y'all can check me out on Twitter at I am Cam Sinclair, and that's the same thing for Snapchat. I am Cam Sinclair right now. We just finished dropping my debut album on July 5th. It's called Love Evolved. It's out on all digital streaming platforms. That's Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, the whole nine. And we also got a music video for Joyride, the remix featuring my boy Sean Sounds, who just finished spotlighting on The Voice.
Okay, so we see that you be working. Okay, you working. Yeah. That's what's up. Now, we want to know about Cam. Tell us how you ended up singing. You know what I'm saying? Who were your influence? What got you into it? All that. Yeah, we need to get to know Cam before we chop up the real talk.
So the funny thing about Cam Sinclair is that I was actually a rapper before I was a singer.
Whoa, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So I started rapping when I went to college. I went to University of Texas at Austin. And I was rapping under the name of Cam the Nerd. I was trying to be funny and play on the fact that my name was Cam and I was in school. So I went with Cam the Nerd. I was more on a conscious tip back then. Dropped 2 projects called Get a Clue and Define Perception.
Okay.
And then when I graduated from UT back in 2016, me and my mom made a deal, and she said she was going to try to hook it up with me, try to see if she could find me a manager, try to find out if she can, hook it up as far as the music. She was like, you give me your degree.
Yeah.
I'll give you your music.
That is dope. I wish my mama would have gave me that deal, man. I'm gonna have to call my mama later on.
Yeah, man. And then from there, graduated, and I actually transitioned from hip hop to R&B when I graduated. So my first year, at it and going at it, I was fresh out of college. I actually did a promo track called Lay Down while I was in college, just to kind of try it out.
Yeah.
And get a feel for my voice. After that, we started recording, working on projects. I think our first trip was to Atlanta. Got a chance to spotlight one of my songs, one of the top songs on my project right now called Joyride.
Okay.
Got a chance to spotlight it out there, and then we went to California, see what the site was like in LA. Backdoor came down to Austin, did South by Southwest and Urban Music Fest for the first time. And when I did Urban Music Fest for that first year, I opened up for LaToya Luckett, Keith
That's
Sweat,
hard.
Tony, The Whispers.
So singing, when you switch to singing,
when I switched to singing, it just kind of took off in its own little way.
That's what's up. So I'm sure while you were still a rapper, that thought of maybe I should sing started growing in your head, right?
Yeah.
What planted that seed?
Well, my pops was a rapper, which is why I started following the rap lane. My pops was OG style of Rap-A-Lot Records.
Man, that's what's up.
And then my mom is a singer. She coached me in singing all the way through, so she was kind of always in my ear, you got a voice, you can sing. And I was kind of always doing the talent shows and stuff like that, but my thing that kept me away from singing was I used to sound like everybody else.
I feel that.
So I found my voice, and yeah, it was a rap after that.
Man, that is crazy, man. Ooh-wee. So, you switched to singing, and singing really took off, and you found your voice.
Yes.
Before we get into some Cam Sinclair music,
yeah,
what is your voice? What sets you apart from everybody else?
Oh, that is a great question. My voice is, if I could put my voice into a category, it'll be R&B soul. If I could tell you what I sound like, I'm like your version of Neo and Chris Brown mixed up. I got a little bit of neo soul, some good 90s R&B, and some new school for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can dig it. Well, I tell you what, with that being said, let's go ahead and break the world off with some music so they can understand what this Cam Sinclair sound is like. How about you go ahead and introduce this first one?
This first one is called Pop Fly off my album Love Evolve. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. It's on all streaming platforms right now. It's your boy Cam Sinclair. Yiddy.
Love you. Boy, you made me feel like, boy.
That feel good music.
I'm telling you, man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Chill, kicking it, man. This is Breaking Texas Radio. You're hanging out with DJ NiteKap, and we got Cam Sinclair in the building with us, man. And I just seen you not too long ago, right?
Yeah, man. We linked up when we went to North Carolina.
Shout out to North Carolina, man.
Charlotte.
Y'all heard me talking about the Fleet DJ Music Conference. Well, it happened, and you should have been there. I'm gonna do my time to promote later, but I'd rather talk about your experience out there.
Yeah, man.
What did you think of it?
Man, first off, it was my first time in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let me tell you, that was a beautiful city.
I like to see, yeah.
I want to start that off right there. Secondly, I've been to several music conferences, and my experience with the Fleet DJ Music Conference it's a different vibe. Of course, there's going to be networking. Of course, you got the panels that give you plenty of information, but it's more hands-on. Like the people you get a chance to meet, how you introduce your music into the whole fold, how they did the artist spotlights. Like, man, it was crazy.
You was digging it, right?
Yeah.
It was because I'm not an artist, so I don't know what is for an artist I would guess it's an opportunity to build your brand, make some new relationships.
Exactly.
For me, it's going to kick it with my homies for a weekend. That's really because we talk to each other and see each other all the time.
Facts.
So we all just go kick it with our homies for a weekend. So
yeah, man.
That is. Do you do other events or stuff like that?
Last conference I did was last year, and that was the Rico We Love Music Conference. As far as like other events that I do, I work with Broadcast Houston. I've been doing their events for the past 2-3 years while I've been doing R&B. First year out, actually, was back in 2017. Got the Best Male Singer Award from Broadcast Houston. My first year out.
I think that's when we met.
That's actually when we met. You were actually DJing.
Facts.
The event. Yeah. You was DJing the event. And then after that, that's when I kind of just, like I said, after that first year, we just kind of took off. The next year, I got nominated for another award, which was the Up Next R&B Singer, Male Singer. That was by the time we were doing South by. I had done South by 3 times by then.
Yeah.
And I was in my second year for Urban Music Fest. We actually did Urban Music Fest back to back. And then that year I opened up for Dave Hollister.
So by my count, you've only actually been singing like 5 years or something like that. Not even 5 years.
The fresh 3. The fresh 3. Yeah.
3 years.
3 years.
In 3 years, you've done more with your career than some people have in 10. Right? That's what I think.
I mean, I feel like there's so much more that I can do, and if it wasn't for my manager putting, in the work and doing the groundwork and making sure that, I got into the places that I was, I wouldn't be able to do this by myself. I can definitely say my management team is definitely what helped me get into the places that I've gotten into. And then the talent, speaks for itself.
I feel that. So in the short 3 years you've been doing this, right?
Yeah.
You've had some major accomplishments. Mm-hmm. What do you see the difference of how you handling your career and how they handling their careers?
One thing I can say, and this is just my generation, period, is consistency. A lot of times we get comfortable with one song, we get comfortable with a project.
Yeah.
We'll put it out, we won't even promote it.
Facts.
We won't do the groundwork to push it. We get so caught up in the ideas and our crowd and our circles and the yes men that'll hit us and be like, man, you're dope. And then we get, complacent.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, especially in this day and age, and especially in this industry, you can't be complacent. In any step of the way, you can be at the top of the mountain and you still can't be complacent because anybody can knock you out the top spot.
Yeah.
And now you're fighting back to get back up there.
I feel that, man. That's what's up. So what, are you going to be performing anywhere anytime soon where the people can come check you out?
I'm actually working on some things right now, trying to get some shows in the hometown. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I performed in Houston, so trying to knock out some stuff.
That's what's up. So, what are you in your head? In your opinion, what's the end game? At what point will you say, you know what, I've accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish and gotten from the music industry what I wanted?
I have 2 goals.
Okay.
My first goal is, first and foremost, as a singer, I definitely want at least 1 Grammy for the work that I put in for the music.
Okay.
I at least want 1 Grammy. The second thing is, as a songwriter, I want to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
So you want a Grammy. So once you do that, you can say, you know what, I'm ready for the next chapter of life.
I'm ready for the next chapter, and then, from then, it's just the sky's the limit.
Okay, that's what's up, man. We hanging out with Cam Sinclair. This is Breaking Texas Radio. And let's get into some more music, man. How about you go ahead and introduce this next one?
This next one is called Joyride, featuring the homie Ariel Starr. Man, we got together and we did this one, man. Something sexy for the ladies, so hope y'all enjoy it.
Bingo, let's do it. This is Breaking Texas Radio. You're hanging out with DJ NiteKap, and we got Cam Sinclair in the building with us, taking us for a joy ride.
Yeah, man, Joyride. And that joint just so happens to have a remix to it. We got a music video that's now streaming right now on my Instagram, TV, IGTV. And we also have the video that's on YouTube, currently sitting at 1.5 views, 1.5 thousand views. And we got that.
That's hard.
We got that since like May 31st. No promotion. That's all organic.
That's
all
hard.
Organic, yeah.
That is hard, man. Okay, so now it's that time of the interview, right? It's my world famous segment. It's called A Few Good Questions.
Uh-oh.
Everybody sitting in that seat get these same exact questions. So here we go. Let's get it started. Question number 1.
Yeah.
Name your H-Town top 5 dead or alive all time.
Oh, first and foremost is Pops, OG style. Second, Straight to True.
Okay.
Third, Bun.
Okay.
Fourth would have to be Pet.
Okay.
And then 5, Don Key.
And Don Key. All right, let's keep it going. Name your top 3 vocalists of all time.
Top 3 vocalists of all time. Is it cool if they groups?
No, we need single
You
people.
need single people.
Yup.
Single people. Okay, top 3 vocalists of all time. Usher,
Okay.
Music Soul Child,
Okay.
Dwele.
Dwele. Wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that one. Wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that one. But I kind of was expecting Music and Usher. So
Usher, baby.
that leaves now listening to your music, you have a style of R&B that it don't sound like them, but it's similar to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my question is, do you think that brand of R&B is dead?
No, not at all. I actually love having this part of the conversation when it comes towards R&B. R&B has done nothing but evolve each step of the way, whether it comes in contact with another genre and takes off in that direction, whether it branches off into something new. It never died, and especially that brand of R&B never died, because in some senses you can see it still peek through today.
Yeah.
Whether they slow it down, whether they finally stop being so vulgar and start going back to the metaphors, because that's really where it was. Love was about metaphors back then.
Yeah, but now it's all vulgar,
It's
and
all
it's
vulgar.
it's all one track singing. Ain't no more ain't no more harmonies.
Because you want to know what happened?
Even the women are doing it.
But you want to know what happened though? That caused that love, man. See, look, back in the day, everybody was talking about love. Now, love is not a part of the equation anymore, because R&B is so much bigger than love. So you have to talk about everything else now.
Good point.
Now sex is a bigger part of the conversation.
Good
because
point.
we've been avoiding it. It was so taboo. Now it's a bigger part of the conversation.
Good freaking point.
You know what I mean?
All right. Let's get back to it then. Name your top 3 songwriters of all time.
Oh, easy. Brian Michael Cox. Rico Love.
Okay, shout out to Rico.
And me. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, look, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I definitely fit into my top 3, but not just on some ego type deal. It's more so just the the type of songwriting that I admire can only be found in a certain few.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's keep it moving then. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Yeah. Would you rather write a song that wins a Grammy and put you in the Writers Hall of Fame, but not be famous? Or would you rather win a Grammy off a song and be famous, but not be in the Writers Hall of Fame?
I'd rather write a song that wins the Grammy, make it to the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and not be famous.
Why is that?
Because fame is not the only thing that I'm after. And in some way, shape, form, or fashion, when it's my time, if it ever becomes my time, you know what I'm saying? It'll come. But at the end of the day, it's about the contribution to the music industry and what I can do for the music industry.
I can dig it. Let's go to level 2 now. Well, she back, that hand moving fast back here. I can hear it. Tell you. Let's go to level 2 now.
Oh,
We at Breaking Texas need to know
level 2.
who is better, Johnny Gill or Brian McKnight?
Right. Really?
I'm going with Johnny.
I'm going with Brian. I'm going with Brian, baby.
I mean, Brian just never made the kind of music I like. That's all. No diss to him. Let's keep it going then. Let's keep it going.
Right on my alley.
Who is better, Jagged Edge or 112?
I'm going with 112 on this one.
You sure?
Yeah. I got and I don't care what nobody say. If y'all like Jagged Edge over 112, that's cool. 112 is just my speed, man. Peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
112 gave me my bounce. Now I'm not gonna lie, Jagged Edge gave me my slow jams. It gave me my love music, but 112 gave me my bounce.
112 might have been one of the pioneers of this new R&B sound. Might have been. But let's keep it moving. Here we go. Who is better? Let me think of a good one real fast. Who is better? Sierra or wait a minute. I had to take that back. Here we go.
Gotta make it a competition.
I do have to make it a competition. Who is better?
Okay.
Sierra or Ella May?
And we're talking strictly music, right?
Everything matters.
If we're talking everything matters?
Everything matters.
We're going everything matters to Sierra. Let me tell you why. Sierra, performance, dancing, putting the energy into it, allowing herself not to be stuck in the box of when she first started and being able to keep up with the time.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving then. Let me think. Who is better? Maya or Alicia Keys?
Alicia. I love you, Maya, but Alicia.
Okay. All right.
She's actually in my top 5 female vocalists. Like,
okay.
real talk.
All right. Let's do a change up.
All right.
Who is better? Fat Pat or Lil Kiki?
Oh, you ain't right. You ain't right.
All
right, Fat Pat, Lil Kiki, who's better? I'm gonna have to get that one to Pat.
Okay, I agree.
I have to get that one to Pat.
I agree. Last one of the who is better, Pimp C or Bun B?
That ain't right.
Oh, you gotta choose. Either it's okay to have a favorite.
If I had to pick a favorite, my favorite is UGK.
Nah, it's a nice one, but we've heard people try to weasel out with that one before.
I know. I'm gonna have to go with Pimp, man.
Okay, why Pimp over Bun?
Pimp, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna tell you a reason why. There are 2 reasons why. Because one, Pimp had such a unique way of his delivery.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying, it gave UGK songs an extra level. It gave it another layer, if you will.
Okay.
And then on top of that, his sound is something that'll never die. It's so much to the point that we have another artist out right now that gives me Pimp C vibes just on a different, you know.
Talking about Crit?
Yes, man. And you gotta be, and to come from Mississippi, have a Texas sound, and the way you swing your lyrics, and then you still have that kind of way that gives you the remnant of the Pimp C, like I said, Pimp C sound.
I'm gonna tell you,
will never go away, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why I pick Bun. I think Bun is better than Pimp C for this one thing. Without Bun, Pimp C's music would have died in obscurity with the rest of everybody else. I think Bun built the legacy. Bun carried the name outside of Texas to Jay-Z.
That one I can agree with you on.
And that
one I can agree with you.
Everybody in Texas say Pimp. Everybody outside of Texas say Bun.
But everybody inside of Texas also knows that whenever it comes to a UGK song, you can't imagine a UGK song without Pimp sound, man.
I mean, it's not, but you can't imagine a UGK without a Bun sound either. Though.
That's the reason why it goes hand in hand.
I tell you what,
that duo was dangerous.
Whose solo album was better? Dang, you see what I'm saying? Exactly. Right.
And I just and that one's just comes down to real talk, like you said. Without Bun in the picture, Pimp C by himself.
Pimp C is like, you know, man, you got too much seasoning on this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay. We got one more. Who is better? Oh, never mind. I thought. I don't know if I should say. I thought your manager was back here giving me another who is better. Breaking Texas. Cam Sinclair manager has a whiteboard, right? And she is writing so fast on this thing.
So my manager also happened to manage my pops, and my manager wanted me to inform the lovely public that both Pimp and Bun of UGK opened up for my pops back in the day.
That's what's up. Yeah, you do need to throw that in some more. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
Just a testament, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, what my pops meant to Houston music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for y'all who don't, you know or aren't familiar when I say OG style, y'all know the song, I Know How to Play 'Em. Yeah. I know how to catch a slip.
Yeah.
I know how to play. And then everybody
I was bumping that like 88, 89, 90.
Now, I'm going to say this. Every time I start singing this one, this is the one that everybody knows. Sitting in the Harris County jail. Spending all my little time. Not driving fancy cars, I'm just staying in bars. And I'm about to lose my mind. Yeah.
Hey, I still get that in the mix depending on what club and, you know, who's in the crowd. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I feel like that's the one thing that I can say. I'm thankful to live in a city that still has some sense of respect for that whole Houston hip hop flavor.
Yeah, Houston is always going to be Houston, unfortunately. Let's keep this thing moving. Here we go. Level 3 now. Let's get back serious.
More questions.
Been in the business 3 years.
Yes.
Accomplished a lot.
Okay.
In this 3 years, that from everything you've seen, if it was one part of the music business you wish you could get rid of and never have to deal with again, what would it be?
Labels.
Why?
I'm gonna say the reason why is because I feel like when you get dependent on one portion of the industry, which a lot of people coming out, they just want that deal. They want to be signed. They want to, you know, have that big label push behind them. This day and age, the label is almost non-existent. A lot of people can do it digitally. A lot of people can actually take care of it themselves.
Okay.
You know, I can understand, you know, having a label as in building a team. But the thing about it is, you don't necessarily have to be a part of a label to have a team. I've seen a lot of people with ground teams that work harder than labels.
I mean, wouldn't that still be considered the label? Because you get with a label because of the machine. They have the graphic engineers to make sure you look dope. They have the audio engineers to make sure you sound dope. If it's needed, they provide you with beats. They provide you with lyrics. They provide you with audio training, and they have the connections around the country.
But what they forget to do is they forget to educate the artists.
Well, you're right,
and that's where I feel like if labels were to stick around and be in the picture, they have to do more for educating the artist. Because at the end of the day, if the label is supposed to take care of everything associated with the artist education in the music business should be top priority.
You're right. They don't educate the artists, but I don't think that's a label's job nor their priority, and I think that would be bad for the label's business.
You think so?
Yes. because
teaching them the ins and outs so that they can't be. I mean, because at the end of the day, a label's job is to push whatever they believe that they can sell.
Yeah. Yes.
To an extent, the money has to come back in some way, shape, form, fashion. It has to hit the circle where it's like, we put this money into you. We gotta be able to recoup it.
I need my money back at least fourfold.
At least fourfold.
Minimum fourfold.
But the one thing that I feel like plays a part into that is the fact that we're not reading everything that we're signing into. From an artist perspective, we're not doing the necessary things from an artist perspective outside of, hey, we got the music.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right?
All right.
I own a label.
Gotcha.
And from my point of view, I've got $100,000.
Yeah.
And I want to turn it into $400,000.
Gotcha.
And I can spend that $100,000 on you because I think you have what it takes to bring me my money back, right?
Gotcha.
So if I educate you, then you're just gonna go do it for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like if I teach you everything, like, look, man, you gotta have a dope look, you gotta have the best sound, you gotta have dopest beats, you gotta have these connections around the country, you gotta have business relationships with these distributors.
Now, can I meet you halfway?
Then you're gonna go do it for yourself.
Can I meet you halfway?
Listen, I'm listening.
At that point in time, what sense would it make to do it by yourself? Because at that point, even if they taught you the game, without them, you still wouldn't have the necessary connections. And teaching them the game, you pretty much, all right, this is what it is right now. Now I can operate where if I'm making business dealings, you're not gonna screw me out of the business to the point where it's like I'm not making anything, I'm not getting anything from it.
You're right, but that's relying on integrity. That's definitely relying.
And at the end of the day,
and once you teach a person how to fish, if they choose to go fish, what you gonna do? Stop them?
Stop them. No.
You gonna physically stop them? They gonna go fish.
They go fish.
You know what I'm saying? So
at the end of the day, you're right. That's more of an artist problem.
Absolutely, it is. If more artists were educated,
going into the picture, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Notice the game changed when artists got more empowerment, and I'm talking way back to when I was making music and CD Baby was invented.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
When we got the control over the distribution, where we didn't have to worry about a third party or didn't have to go through anybody to handle the distribution for ourselves. You're talking about somebody who can come straight out of college, get in one of his homeboy studio and drop something on Spotify. I'm talking about before Spotify. This is before Spotify.
It changed with CD Baby because I sold a few thousand overseas. And I had signed to my own label.
Yeah.
I signed to myself. You know the whole business routine everybody knows. I signed and I CD Baby. And I mean that put distribution in the artist's hands.
True.
And this whole streaming thing was a label's idea.
And to be completely honest, I feel like streaming broke down the game in a way that we didn't even understand it. Let's take back Chance and his accomplishments via streams only.
I think streaming monopolized rather than broke down. I think they seized the whole game because everything now is about where are you going to buy CDs?
You're not buying CDs. You're getting albums and downloading them digitally.
Exactly. So after downloading, we'll say I don't want to download and hold all these CDs. Now it's streaming. And now the streaming companies are now the new record labels.
Exactly.
Rockefeller has turned into Tidal. You know what I'm saying? Things like
Okay, so I peeped that.
Like imagine if you're an artist and Tidal says I want to push your song. Mm-hmm. That's the same thing as a label.
Exactly.
I'm gonna push your song, and instead of the percentage you normally get, I'm gonna take a bigger percent.
Because this is what it's doing on our streaming service, and we feel like it could do better.
Facts.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
As opposed to an artist saying, I'm gonna go out and make more streams happen. The artist is saying, I see you're this good, but you're not as good as I think you could be.
So from a DJ's perspective,
mm-hmm.
if you could look into the music industry and say what it doesn't need right now, what would it be?
Nobody's ever asked me that question. So give me a second break in Texas. This is new. Somebody just asked me a good question. What the music industry does not need is clout chasing. That's what it doesn't need.
Say it for the people in the back and then explain it for the people who don't get it.
All this, in my opinion, all the things that are done on social media to garner attention has gotten out of hand. I am of a certain age. I was running the streets when there wasn't even no internet when I got started. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the introduction of the viral video is what set it off. When you had the first little cat that could play chopsticks on the piano, you had people doing dumb tricks trying to see if they can get on these TV shows like America's Funniest Videos and Ridiculousness. I'm gonna show you
the effect of that. When people are getting millions of views, millions of followers, and it turns into a career from them, from doing stupid shit to get attention, that teaches people like NiteKap to go do stupid shit. Oh, I'm cursing. Lord, I done got all involved. that teaches people like NiteKap to go do stupid stuff and brag about it and bring attention to it. Where the OGs from our time would do stupid stuff and you wouldn't hear a word about it.
Exactly. Or I'll do you even one better. The people who will break their career based off of the stupid stuff will try to go into a different lane, and then you just watch it flop off.
Flizzle out. Sort of like 50 Cent did when he tried to be an actor. Let's wrap this up, man. We're hanging out with Cam Sinclair, and this is the last question of a few good questions. Here we go.
Got you.
I'm sure you have goals that you still want to reach. You've already said those goals.
Yes.
At this point in your life, at this point in your career, in your opinion, what's the biggest reason you haven't reached them yet?
Because I have yet to make my splash on the world. I have yet to make my splash in the industry the way that I want to. But it's coming.
Why haven't you yet?
If we gotta be real, real about it.
We want to be real.
If I had more money behind the push,
okay.
If I had more of a representation behind the push, and I guess that plays back to, damn, I might have just needed that label to help me out with that. Now that I think about it,
yeah.
No, I mean, like even if it just didn't come down to a label, if it was just a team, you know what I'm saying? If I had a solid team to help push, the resources,
more than just a manager,
more than just myself,
multiple, a road manager, business manager.
At the end of the day, I could teach myself every skill that's needed for me to be the artist, and I still wouldn't be able to move without the right people around me.
Facts. How do you balance being Cam the Sinclair music businessman and Cam the Sinclair singer in the music business?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's a hard balance, but one kind of feeds into the other. Cam Sinclair, the artist, the digital illustrator, the graphic designer, that feeds into the artist. And then the artist is able to reap off the benefits, the money that comes into it, puts me in the studio. Being able to do my album covers myself without having to outsource them. You know what I'm saying? Being able to do my digital graphics, editing, professionally editing photography for content and everything like that.
That's
like,
what's up.
Everything is done in-house.
That's what, man. Trust me, I know what you're going through.
And we even had to take it so far as even branding it. Now we're the Wood Media Group. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is in-house. You know what I'm saying? We would definitely like to bring in more people to help out, because I'm telling you right now, the volume is bananas.
Any interns out there,
Any interns or artists, people getting introduced to Photoshop, Illustrator, you know what I'm saying? I can help, I teach, I educate, as well as work with, collaborate. So hit me up.
I feel that, man. We hanging out with Cam Sinclair, man. Thank you for kicking it with us, man.
You already know what it is. Showing that good old H-Town love.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get out of here with one more song, man. Go ahead and introduce this, and before you do, get you some promo time in.
All right, what it is, what to do, crew. It's your boy Cam Sinclair. You already know what it is, the rapper, singer extraordinaire. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on IG at official Cam Sinclair. We got the music video for Joyride Remix floating around on IGTV and YouTube right now. The album is out. Love Evolved, debut album, R&B sensation in Houston. We here. The song is out right here.
We are Breaking Texas.